Well, ladies and gentlemen, after some time thinking, knowing that I have a few episodes left in me for the Chola series, where, we went from Chola Mandalum all the way to Greece under the Empire of India, I'm sending my retinues to Syria, in which to march down to Iraq and take another boat trip to head back to the Indian mainland. And the reason? I have plans against the Yuan Empire. Because, we recently defeated them in a war. Yes, this is the same old protector general from the previous war, which they try to make us pay tribute to them, but we resisted, which marks it as the second time I think we beat them in a war directly. So now I kind of want to do it for the third time, but this time invade the Yuan Empire and put a Chola man into the Dragon Throne. That's what I have in mind. Which again, by every time you just depends on where are you and who are you playing as at the time. Because this would be the third instance that I've done that sort of thing. The first one I did was with Zoroastrian Croatia. Which again, every time I hear that name, I just think of that old series. That's to me the best one I've ever done in terms of how difficult it was. Even though this was from an old version back when Jade Dragon came out. Yeah, you go from Croatia and spread all the way through there and have this one barony over there, and that's what led to the invasion of China. And that happened in the 1400s. It was very late game. And then a previous series I've done with Assyria, where, we expanded our borders from there through there to the Middle East and through northern India all the way to Samatata. And now as India, where we expanded from India to Greece, as mentioned before, but this time I think it's high time to invade China for the third time in the history of my Crusader Kings 2 career. But remember, there's going to be a lot at stake here, which will tell you that in a moment. We just, get our boys to Chola Mandalum, our capital county of India. At least we'll be getting more money while we're at it, in case if we need mercenaries or something. Right now that we're here. Hey, you're an organizer. Get them moving. Of course he would be. Oh no, there's a second organizer. We can get them both moving fast. So head to Basra and we'll pick them up by ship to get them sailed to Chola Mandalum. If it has enough ships. No, needs another. Oh yeah, this thing. It's enough for everybody. Again, we can't invade when we raise the vassal levies like these. So just wait until we get them home, and then we'll start that war. Now to Chola Mandalum. Which, mind you, in the previous war we fought them in areas that is, largely in part of Orissa and Bihar areas, just around there, including a part of Gujarat, which is through inheritance. In other words, fought mostly in areas that belongs to the Kalinga. I got the money for that. Who wants it? It's for you. If we're gonna be around for that. Oh, Serbia is one of the... that's part of that Eastern Defensive Pact, that's why. But they're winning, unfortunately. But it's for that region. So we can't do anything about it because I have plans. Even if Serbia calls for help on one of their wars, well, we can't be there for them at this time. If we're going to be around. Oh, and another thing. Yesterday, before this day of recording, on the same day as Republic Day on India, I was watching an Indian movie, and it's in the Hindi language, which the film was called Manikarnika, the Queen of Jhansi. Came out last year. Matter of fact, around this time last year. Right, well now we got them here. Yeah, that one is about the Rani or Maharani Lakshmi Bai, which is, you know, the later name that she was given. Manikarnika was her birth name. She was the Queen of Jhansi, which is around somewhere in North India. I forgot where, but I know it's up there somewhere in this region around there. So, you know, and it's also, you know, part of the events of the 1857 revolt, when parts of India revolted against the East India Company of the British, you know, the company rule in India. And the conflict lasted a year, and watching that film, you know, kind of made me inspired to, you know, interestingly enough, you know, playing as this female ruler, which of course, the only difference between Lakshmi Bai and Arya Pillai is obviously Arya Pillai is Buddhist, and ruler of this huge empire. And we fought against China before, and we're going to fight them again. The goals are different. Lakshmi Bai fought for freedom. We're fighting for basically our own pride and ego, putting everything on the line of something that our ancestors had built this empire for many centuries. But we're putting that all on the line now. Because we are going to invade the Yuan Empire, which, mind you, the Yuan Empire is stable and prospering. With the arrogant emperor convinced of their invincibility, I will prove them wrong. Invading China is no easy task. I will face the full might of their armies, while suffering a 75% penalty to my levy reinforcement rate. Winning means placing my dynasty on the Dragon Throne, and I will also receive vast spoils of war. If I lose, my realm will be shattered. So, I'm putting everything on the line here. Should I lose this war, then everything that we worked so hard for would forever be lost. And we would spend the next 150 years of this playthrough rebuilding the Empire of India, getting it back together, so to speak. But this would be the third time that I've done this sort of thing. So there's only two candidates. One is my son, and the other is my nephew. I don't think my nephew is married, and compared to my son here, I mean, I only have two sons. One is the heir, and this is the other. And this nephew is pretty much like, oh, I don't know. One would think is black sheep of the family. And since he desires to get married, no, I'm going to give you something greater. I'm going to give you China, if we can win. Which, again, we've beaten them before, and by Brahma, we're going to do it again. But only this time, we're going to take it to them. Not necessarily, you know, invade their part of the mainland, just defeat all their armies here as much as we can until we realize, oh, we have to capture a piece of territory, which I would have to get troops from Kalinga to there. So, let's do it. I have no shame. I'm only 44 years old. Still got a couple of good years in me. But let me tell you something. Should the realm be lost, and it's all because of my rule, because I'm, yeah, just one more thing before I just said. Yeah, I'm virtuous enough. And of course, she'll be an adult by the time the hostilities will be over, knowing how long this will take. You could say, if I lose India, I don't deserve to rule what's left of it. I will abdicate should I lose this war. So this is what I mean by putting everything on the line here. Putting our own Indian pride on the line. This empire. And should we lose it all, I will abdicate and go become a Buddhist nun. And if we win, I will not abdicate and I will continue to rule until the end of life for Aryapalai. Let's do it. Enough delay. Oh boy. I'm a little nervous, but let's do it. News from China. Borjigin Jaldu, the Emperor Shezu of the Yuan Empire, has sat on his throne and looked down upon us for too long. The Borjigin dynasty is not fit to rule, so we must tame the dragon. I have ordered a large portion of our forces east to attack the mainland of Yuan, and in retaliation, the Emperor has commanded Protector General Targadai to launch a counterattack into the lands of India. Thousands upon thousands of troops loyal to the Son of Heaven march towards us. The time of the Borjigin dynasty is coming to an end. The Middle Kingdom shall belong to House Chola. And yes, we've seen this event before, and this is the third time in this series that they are coming by sending their ships abroad, and they've landed troops in Samatata. So may Brahma help us all, because we're going to get rid of all of you. All the Mongol Tengris running China will be get rid of and be replaced with Tamil Buddhists. But they're not the only ones involved. Oh my goodness, I made a mistake. I did not realize that they would be bringing everybody over here. Including the Mongol Empire, which, you know, they're currently at war. It's because of the Defensive Pact. I was about to say, are you kidding me? Everybody? One more thing is, I feel like I made a mistake, but you know, they're gonna go occupy our backside. And we will be worried mostly about, you know, the enemy forces from them. One would say, I hope you know what you're doing, because India is at stake for declaring that. And should we lose it all and it's because we've been attacked from behind? Well, then again, we have no friends. At least, yeah, because of political concerns. Ain't nobody gonna be helping us because of my expansionist policies. Let's get our troops up and send them to Cholamandalam, because that's what I believe they'll be heading. Not to Bengal and Kalinga territory. This is going to take a while, so I'm just demonstrating here of how long will this take by getting everybody on board. Including those that have to come in by ship just to get there fast. Not enough. Get to stepping. I guess you have to walk. This could either be the single greatest victory or the biggest mistake ever made. One would say, yes, there'll be my last war. And should we lose India, then I will take the full blame and then abdicate. It's going to take a long time to get all of you over here, but we're doing what we can. Well, that's all. I think. No? Who we haven't raised? From over there. Actually, 2 Damas. Who else haven't raised? Bengal. Right, they're gonna get caught when these guys, march over there, so you better start running. As I said, start running. Otherwise, it's going to be hell for you. Think that's everybody? No? Assam. Run like hell. Anyone else that we forgot to raise? Oh yes, the new Sogdian Orthodox Kingdom. Yeah, good luck trying to get over here. Yep, that's everybody. Hold on. There we go. So as I said before, everybody is moving to their positions, and this could either be a greatest victory or catastrophic mistake on my end due to my own arrogance because of that threat level is not all the way down to, say, below 75%, because I did not realize it. So, away we go, I guess. They're not besieging. They're on the move. Pick por. As I said, you better start running, boys, because they're going to be chasing you down. Or unless they're going to go occupy the northern areas, which will be like, well, crap, then. We can't really send our troops up there, because we committed to defending south. Not enough ships. Some's already dropped off, so go pick up the Celtics. They're going up. Greeks. Oh, these guys. They're going to be occupying all the other places that's too far for me to care. Again, I will take the full blame for this. One would think I should have waited, but what the hell am I going to do? We're waiting the next couple of months till threat levels lowered enough where there will not be a problem. What if they occupy all those territories out west and we've yet to fight a big battle up there? Unless we capture the Protector General and get lucky again. Again, where are they going to occupy? Or they're scared trying to come down here. Losing all of our western territories. Shoot, not enough ships. Well, you better get your asses over here. Are they gonna come down south or not? What if the occupation's going to be locked to 99% again, and then we would have to fight all these battles? Now they're heading to the Indus. Wonder if getting all of our armies out of there will convince them to go somewhere else. Really? Get the heck out of there. One of our troops has been defeated. And they're asking us to surrender already, which I'll say no to that. So now they're occupying parts. Yeah. So are they going to territories where there's Chinese presence there or whatnot? Oh hell, even France is there. Yeah, we ain't going west. If they want to come down to India, good luck with that. They'll all die with the supply limit problems. Seems, despite all the sieges, like, yeah, we lost one battle, but it was a minor one. So they can't occupy any more territories. War score limits it. So basically, it's not just an invasion against China. It's basically India versus the world. And it's my dumb self that did not realize it. Just don't make us go west and fight all of their armies. If they wish to go to India, they'll all die because of lack of supplies. So you can take all the lands, but you have not defeated us in a real battle. Just come on down south and we'll get to you. Oh, no need to be ambitious. I mean, if I lose the war, and I said that I plan to abdicate. So it seems they're content on going to Kashmir. Then Kashmir be the battleground then. We got everybody over here now. Well, we do need all the ships available to, you know, to sail all these armies over here. Such as this batch of an army. Batch. So we'll fight them somewhere. And it looks like Kashmir's the place to be then. Even though it's awful risky. Time to get together. We'll split them up later. Our troops are landed. I'll be leading this army then. My son can come with me. And the Mongol. If need be, if we lack good commanders, we'll call for holy commanders. Give it a moment, and we'll get moving soon enough. As these western territories continue to be occupied. Now they're down in Gandhar. Oh, I think they're gonna come up, so wait for them. When they get to here, attack. Damn it, they're going the other way. And you know, supply limit isn't for all of us. One would think, they're just being cautious. And there's this other big old army. So they committed to occupying most of Tibet. That's where they sent their best at. And some in Kashmir and Gandhar. Like, what would be the appropriate path to take? I mean, I need every manpower we can get. I'll go get them. Go pick them up. We'll split up by the time we arrive there. They're dying out because of lack of supplies for them because they are too far from their homelands. I'm sure should they be lord enough, then they'll fight in different wars, for them to withdraw. The Khagan is turning the war around. Maybe it's because, yeah, they're committed to that too, unless they lost some really devastating battles by the combined Buddhist coalition. Okay, split up. You organize it too, so run parallel along the Indus. Jeez, supplies aren't good. Because of lack of holdings, I assume raiders probably did a number to these places. While you keep them busy, let's attack. Now. Follow behind. Just be ready for pickup. In case we have to send you to... I don't know where the hell we're gonna send you. Let's focus on this eastern front. Don't even think about going to western front. That's too dangerous. Actually, I do know where to send you. There's barely enough supply for all of you. Well, remember, should we ever lose troops due to lack of supply limit, don't worry. We live in friendly territory. There'll be reinforcements. Even though reinforcements will be slow to come by. Remember, Protector General is still up there. If he was there on the front line there, like this would be an opportunity to go get him. But remember, we can't lose this war because they occupy too many territories. And occupation is not the name of the game. It's the battles that makes the difference. But remember, it's not just India versus China, it's India versus the world. By accident. I'm sure this would get their attention. Good victory. Fair enough supply for all of us. Let them go to Nandana. We'll attack them there. So it's our first real victory. Like we just needed a victory to be a morale booster. And I'm sure these armies from Tibet are going to come down to northern India soon. As we keep this up. days. Move in. We'll take the penalty. It's one of their best. That's probably their best commander. Got him. Felt like an extension of my arm. Around us, the onlookers held their breath. I moved purposefully, and in a whirlwind of blows, they were down. Once the deal was over, I mopped the sweat off my brow. So he's been both severely injured and mangled. Well, he's good as dead. No mercy. Reinforcements have arrived here if need be. Surprised they didn't go for the capital, because that's what I was typically anticipating on, but No, not this time. It's Kashmir, Gandhara, Tibet, which again, mostly territories that I would not move my huge number of troops there. Because that does not give out the supply limit as I would have wished. So they'll stay put for now until, you know, we take more losses up here. Killed their best. Now scatter. Scray. Since they're going that way, but Protector General's down there, let's try to capture him if we can. If I ever get in a duel with him, I do not want to kill him. So this could be our opportunity. In the middle of the battle, I catch sight of a girl wearing the same colors as I am. Just as I have time to notice the fierce expression on her face when she is struck down, I feel a pang of guilt, realizing how much she reminded me of my daughter, Varakuni. Again, I'm a virtuous person. I'm a member of the Chosen of Ashoka Buddhist Holy Order. We must remember to tend to our wounded. Patience. Come on, capture him and we'll win. We didn't get him. And he's not been hurt either, but he's been in a few fights himself. This is going to take a long time. Guess we'll take it to the Indus as well, so we're sending you up there as much with everybody else. Estonia and Meria all the way over here. They can occupy all the western territories they like, but I don't think they'll hold them for long in terms of their participation of this conflict. In which I thought, hey, this is your chance to go fight a holy war and get them off our backs. But no, they're beefs with us. Even the Mongol Empire's involved. Well, no, not really. Again, who's involved? No, it does not say Mongol Empire. I think I may have misread. I mean, yeah, I'm fighting against all those pagans, but... I mean, they are in a Defensive Pact against us, but not everybody. No. Members of the Eastern Defense Pact are not against India because I did not declare war against Buddhists or Hindus or Jains or out there. Because the ones we're up against is Mongol Tengri. They're pagans, as well as those who are not of the Eastern group. Those are the ones that declared war on us. And blast. Big epidemic of slow fever just when we were thinking of a possibility of going up there. But speaking of going up, let's get up to Kashmir. We stay put until we figure out what to do next. Maybe just head to that area so we can stick together. Oh, these areas are just... Still had not recovered from plague, no wonder. Okay, you'll just go that way then. Because, you know, figure out alternative, safer paths. You just wait a moment. We're gonna fight up in the hills of Kashmir. Especially in areas where we used to build defenses there during that war for Kangra. Here's your assigned path. Safe? And you just be up there and towards Lahore. No protector general, but we're just gonna kick the crap out of him. I don't know about this because you be crossing the river and that's jungle territory, so hold your position. Wait for friendly reinforcements. We'll just try to stick together as close as we can, in case a big battle approaches. And it looks like we found one. Just when we were sending friendly reinforcements to Lahore, but you got a lot of time to get here, so there's no time for that. We're coming in to save you. So send the second best. I like 2 defenders. Guess we'll have you on a flank, because you are a flanker, this old Norse Hindu, who's also my friend and court eunuch. That's their best commander they brought. Another Mongol Tengri military tutor. I guess that was the replacement after we killed that other guy. Is that how we're gonna win this war? Just kill, kill, kill? And liberating territories would take an eternity and a half. I guess killing all the enemies is the only option. Just be glad they cannot reach India except for the tiny armies. And if only Serbia would do something else to get them off our backs. And we'll figure out what to do to dispose of you. I know where to fight next. To the jungle. Another big battle coming up. But we'll have them taken care of. place has enough supply. Since you're going to Nandana and you got superior numbers, so you'll go up against them. Find your path. Oh, we ran into these guys. How do you like that? Yeah, we're basically drawing all of them over here. Yeah. The battleground is in Kashmir and Gandhara. You know what? Come up here. Oh, bingo. They're going this way. Okay, we got something else for you to do. An aggressive one. And a strategist, so he knows damage and defense very well. Although he could get killed. Not to mention he's a Jain. If he wishes to, violate himself for this. If he gets killed, we're going to start replacing him with holy commanders. Move in. Oh, that can't be good. As you go up there, deal with them. I think, we're gonna go try save them. So this may be a mistake in terms of supply limit. Or, let me just send my army there. You stay put, because you're supporting them in case they need help. Oh, hell. Our first significant defeat's coming up. Get back to position. You may want to support them. And we're going to be too late to save this one army up in Gandhara. God, we were being overconfident on that end. Nope, we could not save them just in time. That was a big loss, our first significant loss of the war. I'm going to be retreating back down to the Indus for this. We cannot afford another defeat in any battle, because should we fail, this war would be taken to a completely different course. And now we're going to go up to them again. This time their morale is lowered because they want really fresh off of it. Enemy reinforcements arrive. Hopefully we get this contained. You got this in the bag. While we got our revenge. Yeah, once you are down there, both of you march up. My goodness, severe casualties there. As I said, any significant defeat that we would suffer. We can't afford another loss like that. But mind you, we're in friendly territory, so it's going to take a while to reinforce everybody. At least we do have the money and income for this. So don't do anything stupid right now. Can't afford to make another mistake like that. Liberating territory is nice and all, but it's not going to make a difference. So, okay, they're all going back up now. It's going to take a while for them to, send them up here. And occupying that area up there, not an option. Hey, since you're in retreat mode, you're going to fight these guys. Good. At least try to kill a few of their allies. Did not make a difference in the war score, but hey, at least it's something noted. Okay, since they're all up there to those areas and they're still in retreat and they're eventually going to return to Northern India, at least it's going to give you guys time to, get your asses back up here. As for you, take the safer route with most supplies. Barely enough room for all of you, so you're good. I think we could get rid of these ships now. Again, cannot deal with Western armies, even if we could, but that would take a long time, beat them off over there, while the real enemy's over there. Including that Protector General, wherever he is. Ah. Now you know. Like, if you find him in an army, fight him. Doesn't matter how many troops he has. We gotta capture him. It's the only way to win this war. Just let him come over here. Give them a false sense of security, or give them the impression that we have a false sense of security here. Once they come here, then we'll send reinforcements. He was up there, but he switched armies. He switched positions, I should say. Putting. No, that's that way. Oh, God. At least it's giving them time. Yeah, they're on a trail here. Why is that independent? They're not sticking together, they're going to completely different paths. Don't go up there because of river crossings. It's gonna cost us. And I'm getting sick now, even though this is not diseased area. At least I hope not. And if I pass, then my son will be taken up arms to deal with them. Although he's already taken up arms. He's a commander. Thanks, it's consumption. Tells me to sleep upside down. Battle coming up. It's this one. It's too late for you to participate. We have to be there. Bring a vest. Just let their move be locked and we'll be there and try to beat off these attacks. And you guys just hold on to your lives there. You'll soon follow if things go really, really bad. Diarrhea. Could be dysentery. Now! You follow. Shoot, Protector General's up there. Well then block them on their path. And see if you could try to make your way over there and deal with them. Some Western armies have already been there. Oh boy. We're all here. Hold on. Halt. I think we can handle this. Now he's over there. And you can fight these guys too. If we have the manpower to chase them all down. But we do have the manpower to move them over here, but beyond there, not a good idea. Get up to Lahore. Oh, don't tell me there's disease in Chola. No, but it's close. Plus, it's never going to come here. It has very good epidemic resistance. And how's it not down there? And then again, it started down in Sri Lanka. Two very bad diseases. So this is what I mean by we can't really afford to go up there. And he's at retreat now. There's the Protector General. Oh, cancer. And this is a severe case of cancer. I may not be long for this world, but I just want to let them know that the struggle will continue through my son, Vijayaditya. He's ready. He's a strong man. Strong and ambitious, so I guess I don't have to, abdicate the throne after the end of the hostilities. So one would think is, yes, I sacrificed my life for this empire, but it'll be worth it. At least, hopefully, the son will take up India and preserve her honor of the motherland. Or otherwise, he would be the one that would lose it all. Remember, it takes a long time to be cured of cancer. But if I want an experimental treatment or lose another body part, which one would say is that lost another body part, sacrificing another part of myself for India. Screw it. If I get a bad treatment and die as a result, well, he's born strong, unlike myself, which I'm not brawny, nor physically strong by any stretch of the imagination, but definitely served my empire well. He presented me with a potion of the most peculiar sorts. It had neither odor nor taste and possessed an appearance of liquid silver. The metallic potion was easy enough to ingest. It could not understand why this was the risky treatment option. So my next treatment will be on 25th of July, 1299. So I got a couple more years left in me. Strong. If only she was strong too. Twins. Very lucky of you. So yeah, they're just going to be running home to Tibet and wait for them to come down to northern India again. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Wait a minute, how much supplies? Okay, it's gonna be you guys to have your first experience of combat. No, no, you fought before. It's just you didn't take too many losses. We'll get our best again. Now it's your turn, this army. So that's how we're gonna let them fight against us. Just split the armies up, give them the impression that we let our guard down, and then we're gonna hit them where it hurts. We're all here. Just in time. There, Sector General. Should you guys take it up to the mountains? Split. Get over there. You know what? Take it up to the mountains. Very risky. Well, we may be there for you. Protector General moved out, but nonetheless, we're going to kill a lot of these guys. We might as well take out their allies too, if need be. Guys are still holding on. But there's going to be enemy reinforcements. Stop them! Because, you know, they're already taking much casualties. We can't afford a couple more, so we're going up there to prevent them from reinforcing. We've already took enough losses. Seriously? Are they really gonna do that? Move on through here? Well, we'll be dealing with them soon. Sure. Let me make it more virtuous. It's not a good time to be up there because it's snowing up there. And yet an enemy army's moving, which gives you an opportunity to take out another of their ally. No, they're not fighting. We'll get back down here, quickly. What are y'all doing up there for? This isn't gonna look good. No longer just. They're coming to Kashmir. And them too. Starting on 26th, and they'll be there at the 7th. Okay. Despite the supply limit and a bad winter, it's normal. Can't get any worse than that. Oh my god, everybody's gonna be there. Well, yes, the boat. We're sending you up here. Get the second best, commanders. Might as well be the Klinger will be there. Move up. And you may want to move too if things get really, really ugly here. We're already beating them. Here comes enemy reinforcements. We lost one of our commanders. Reinforcements have arrived and there's going to be more. You've always disliked me because you're Hindu. And the fact of raised levies also strengthens that case for independence, but we'll give you something. Alright? I'll start swinging you, which is something I don't often do enough. Have a drink and let's talk privately. If I'm dumb enough to do that other option. So, I'll show you that in a moment. See if I could try to seduce him, despite my advanced age. Oh. Turn my kiss some more. When I see you again, I asked as we were partying. The man chuckled, said that this was fun, but that is all it was. Wait, that's it, but he's attracted, doesn't matter. As long as he likes me more. Remember, he dislikes me very much because I'm married to a guy of wrong caste. In other words, a man with no caste. See? And you're 70 years old. Once you pass away, I was about to say I'll be dead happy, but I have cancer. So, we're nearly even now, and this was the best battle fought here. Yeah. Kashmir is where we took our significant loss, and this is where we have our significant victory. How much do they have now? Very less. And he's become a duelist. Hmm. How did he pull that off? Oh, that's why. He's a member of the Eagle Warriors. That's a warrior lodge mainly for nomads like... Or Tengri, yeah, because he's Tengri, so therefore he gets to be part of the warrior lodge. Despite the fact that he's mentally slow, but he knows how to fight. But he's been captured at war once. But wherever he is, we'll try to do that again. He's not leading any flank. He's retired himself. Remember, it's not just Gujarat. It's all the other peoples, too. Including the Sogdian Orthodox, man. Revolt's temporary, so don't give him anything. This one you ought to worry. Oh, he already has a minor title. Minor title. This one doesn't have one. And he doesn't have one either. It's the best I can afford, but... if Independence War breaks out because we took so much casualties, and I hired some mercenaries, which I don't even know where those mercenaries are, unless they're in here and I didn't know. I know it ain't out west or down in Arabia or Egypt. For once, you're actually doing something. At least you're getting them off our backs. If only we could use you as an ally for our conflict up there. Oh, gee. Took so much losses, but at least thousands will be reinforced every month. Almost every month. We gotta get you down here. Because bad winter. So stick together. Don't know how much we can afford. Especially troops from our capital county, which have to train troops there. We can raise more levies to send them their way, but where are you going to be coming from? Kalinga Ganga Revolt in Rajakota. So you'll be heading up there. So do you. Despite the very, very low supply limit. Because that area's deserted to heck. Where else we can raise you in? Yadava Revolt. You'll be linked to this one. Anyone else? Here's one. Iraqi Revolt. Yeah, I recall seeing you, but do you at least have a coastal county of the Iraqi Revolt? Doesn't look like it, no. Oh wait, that's from Egypt. Oh, I doubt we can get you here, but if you could at least walk. despite your insignificant numbers, so try to get to Gandhar by any means you can. And that's pretty much all of them. Somehow you managed all the way into India. So don't do anything now. Called in another one of their allies, which they won't contribute much. At least you're doing healthy. I mean, should you die, the war would be called off. And you got so much money, which I have no idea where you got your money from. I'm not even gonna ask. You're gonna take all that money to China, if we can win this war. Some have backed off, but spend time with me. Hopefully we have something in common, even though you're a crazy person. Hope these debates have helped us understanding and accepting our differences. And he owes me a favor. All right. That's something. It's too bad there is no favor to tell him to, hey, stop that faction. And from now on, you're designated regent. Even though I'm against that sort of practice, but it's the way it is. So where is he now? He's not in an army, so now he's feeling depressed, despite being a renowned duelist. So he did most of his dueling in that warrior lodge of his, not the recent wars with them. Guess they're all gonna, get together here, and then they'll eventually come on down. That war's going on longer than I originally anticipated, so consider this as an end of part 1, and then part 2 of this war will come in the next episode, in which hopefully we'll overcome these odds, and there's just no way where we can retake those occupied places out west. This was just a mistake on my end, but hey, that kind of makes me wonder, hey, should this war go on for long, and then maybe we'll call for white peace, which I don't think you can do that. No, it only ends one way or the other. Unless he calls white peace, and I would most definitely accept it, but It's just nobody likes a forever war, alright? Oh, not enough room. Okay, tell you what. Split it. We didn't realize that the supply limits and the fact of how much we committed ourselves to this. I mean, yeah, we're getting our numbers back, but I have a feeling this is going to prolong it. Not to mention, this is definitely going to lure them over here, and then we'll fight them in another big battle. Which one would think that's the intention all along. And everybody wants it, huh? I'll give it to you because you're a good guy. Move along. So, okay, let him come here. Fight one more big battle, and then we will end part 1 of this war. So all I gotta say is, come on down. We're ready. What do you got, huh? Unless we beat them so much that I think we'll implement this new plan for the second part of the war in the next episode, and that is, well, try to fight your way to up there. If you could figure it out. Hey, wait a minute. I was about to say, the province is Zoroastrian, and he's Tengri. Okay, I'm surprised that they haven't give up Tengri in favor of Zoroastrianism, which is very outside of box thinking, but hey, at least something different. They can occupy Anatolia and Syria, just beyond there, well, can't afford it. And if they do manage to come in India, they only come in the hundreds. Well, where are these guys? There they are. They're going to Kashmir again. Maybe they'll go to here. No, they're not coming to Sakala. They're going up there. So, you know what? Let's take it to them. Taking an awful risk of this, even if it's for my own life, for being this great ruler who has cancer, and our numbers that we recover are acceptable. Not to mention we afford money for mercenaries. We can afford those. How's Serbia doing? You're still winning. You got France behind you. As I said, one more battle and we will end this episode. It's gonna be in Kashmir. There's no Protector General, so we can't capture him. They've sent their very best, and here's our very best. Good boy. Now get back down here. So we're in the positive now. We just gotta go kill them more. So we'll end it on this note for this war against the Yuan Empire, the Indian invasion of the Yuan Empire. So it's already been going on for 6 years, so it's about as long as World War II. But so now let's see that. I mean, yes, their numbers are greatly reduced, but do not worry about the Western armies. They'll never reach India with that kind of strength. So I suppose that despite all the occupied territories and the bad winters that it can get, you could say, all right, which one of your armies will volunteer to go on an expedition to their capital county and see if you can occupy all of these, and maybe they will lose in this manner. So that's what will happen in the next episode. We're going to implement a new plan. Send at least one army to their capital and see if we can win that one. So we hope you enjoyed this episode. Was basically India versus the world, but it's mostly India versus the Yuan Empire, Mongol China. The West out there, irrelevant. But you could say they can occupy it, but they cannot hold them, thanks to the vassals who own these territories that eventually retake those themselves, which I thank them for it. So there's a lot more work to do in the next episode. So till then, so long for now.